Good morning, everyone. I'm Liz Jennings, Employer Engagement Specialist with CareerForce. Welcome to the Virtual Career Fair for Monday, December 14th, 2020. As a reminder, you can type questions in the Q&A area. That's the little box with the question mark in it. I have also published the attendance form today. Job seekers and workforce colleagues, please sign in so that I know you were here. And you can also turn on closed captioning in English or other languages by clicking on the CC button on your computer. Today we've got 5 different companies: AVIENT, Frontier Communications, Lyman Companies, Minnesota Department of Transportation, and Schweeters Company. So glad to have them on this call this morning. To get us started, we're going to welcome Kathy Gary of AVIENT. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Kathy Gary, the HR manager for AVIENT in Winona, Minnesota. It's a pleasure to be here today to share a bit about our company, AVIENT, and the positions that we will have available. So the picture you can see right now are 2 of our production operators standing by a pultrusion line, which they run to produce our pellets. The pellets that we produce are raw materials, and our customers are injection molding machines, OEMs. Anyone. And we also have several recipes that these operators use. You know, they set up the line, they run the line. So actually that's Michael and that is Paul, and that's what they work on, our pultrusion line. So formerly known as Plasticomp, again in Winona, Minnesota, we were acquired in 2018 by Poly1. And we recently changed the company name to AVIENT, which means future success. And it's very fitting because this year, 2020, is actually our best year ever. So even with COVID and everything going on, we've been keeping very, very busy. So AVIENT actually has 9,100 employees worldwide. We offer over 35,000 solutions. We have over $4 billion in sales. We also are great about donating to charities. One of our campaigns this fall was for the United Way. And we also have 105 facilities in over 30 countries. So we offer many solutions and services and have key industries that we serve our products in. You can switch the slide there, Liz.
Good, got it.
Okay.
Kathy, are you there?
I am here. I didn't see the slide. There we go. Okay. So in Winona, again, we primarily manufacture pellets, which are used in several recreational applications. We do a lot in archery, ATVs, mostly the seats is what we produce products for. We do props on boats. Again, we're right around the Mississippi River, so that's very fitting for the area. Our material is all about lightweighting. So we do a lot of metal replacement. Where our customers want structurally sound and very durable material. So the example you see on the screen right here are airplane seats. So if those seats or the seat arms or the trays that even come down were metal, think of how heavy that would be. So we replace that with composite material, which is again very lightweight and durable. So you can go to the next slide.
Okay. Kathy, just keep talking. There's a little bit of a delay on the call, so you won't see it right away.
Okay, sounds good. The next is an example of our pultrusion line. So you're actually going to see how this line runs. So you can see that on the very left-hand side, there are fiberglass spools where the rovings are pulled through a die, which is about 600 degrees, which it flows the resin and impregnates the fiberglass strands. As it continues to be pulled through, it cools, and then it enters the pelletizer, which chops it into the proper pellet length per the customer request. One operator is responsible for running this entire line. They perform 15-minute quality checks, and they keep their area clean as well. So we're a very small-knit group, and we currently have 50 employees at our Winona facility. It's a clean, friendly work environment. So twice a year, we treat our employees to an Employee Appreciation Day and a holiday party. For Employee Appreciation Day, we do activities like we've done the boating trip on the La Crosse Queen, where you have free pizza and beer. And we've done that twice within the last 5 years. And other times we've went bowling or golfing, just a day to get away and show our appreciation for our team members and to socialize with each other. This year, we also provided our employees with turkeys around Thanksgiving. And for Christmas, they're all going to receive gift cards since we can't have our normal holiday party. But we do like to get them together at least a couple times a year, again, just to socialize. So Avient currently offers, you can go to avient.com/careers and search for Winona, Minnesota. You can apply today, and we have competitive pay. We have excellent benefits. Currently, we have a sign-on bonus of $1,000. You know, great benefits. Again, the positions that we currently have open, we have a third shift maintenance technician. We have second shift operators. Let's see, we have third shift production operators. We have third shift production associate. So, yeah, go on out there and apply. We look forward to seeing you in the future. And then we'll just go through my contact information next so you know how to get a hold. But honestly, if you go to avient.com, search for Winona, Minnesota, you'll see all of our current positions posted out there.
Good. So Kathy, it sounds like you've got a number of positions open with all sorts of backgrounds, correct?
Definitely, yes. Anywhere from maintenance to our production operators and production associates.
Great.
So again, if you wanted to contact me directly, you see my email address, my office, and my work cell phone number. So I look forward to hearing from you all.
Good. There's one question that has come through, and I'm not quite sure in which direction the question refers to. But someone asks, is international relocation a possibility? I don't know if that means, do you help pay relocation fees for someone to come into Winona, or do you have offices or you know, in other locations where you have employees?
Sure. So on some of the positions that we post, there is a relocation. For the positions that we have in Winona currently, we do not offer relocation expenses. But again, this is a global company. So our corporate office is located out of Avon Lake, Ohio. And again, there's other locations you can go in and apply. And again, it really depends on the position, whether they pay for relocation or not.
Do you have any part-time positions, or is this all full-time only?
This is all full-time currently. We've been entertaining the idea of doing a job share or part-time, but these are all full-time positions currently.
So someone could reach out to you if they have a interest in part-time, and at least it would be, you could talk about it.
Sure, definitely. I'd be willing to have that conversation.
Are you also, Kathy, the person for the Minneapolis positions, or just Winona?
Just Winona at this time.
Okay, but you could probably get someone in touch, or get a job seeker in touch with answers to questions about local or other positions?
Definitely, yes. All of our recruiting efforts go through our corporate office, so I could definitely help them figure out the right contact person.
Okay, that's good. Good. Well, thank you very much for being on the call. And I'm always fascinated to learn about companies that I didn't know about in the past. So this is fantastic news for the Winona area with Avient.
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. Next, we're going to move over and welcome Deborah Williams of Frontier Communications. Hello, Deborah.
Hello and good morning, everyone. I am Deborah Williams, recruiting specialist for Frontier Communications, and I have some openings in Minnesota that I'd love to fill with you. So let's get started. So let me tell you a little bit about Frontier. We were established in 1935. Frontier has grown to provide service in 25 states. We offer internet, phone, television services, and a broad range of complex communications services to all types of residential and business customers, single home, multi-dwelling units, and small to enterprise level businesses. We have a robust 100% fiber optic and extensive copper internet networks, advanced voice services, and our Frontier Secure suite of digital protection services. Next slide, please. So yes, I am hiring in Minnesota. I am the recruiter for field operations in Minnesota. So this is my baby and I'd love to hire you. So let me tell you the areas we have. Field operations. These are the people who would be the face of the organizations. You'll keep our customers' products and services working smoothly and maintain our reputation for excellence. So I'm definitely looking for someone who's a personable person. You'll be able to demonstrate your independence to work and your desire to work face-to-face with customers. You'd definitely be our face of the company. We have sales positions. You'll grow your career in the internet communications industry. You'll sell complex solutions like Ethernet, SD-WAN, and managed Wi-Fi to business customers. We also have engineering opportunities. You build, deploy, and maintain the technologies that connect our customers and maintain the equipment and facilities that form the core of our business. Now, I'll give you a little information about the job descriptions that I'm hiring for the field operations. These are sales and service technicians. Those are the jobs description. You need a high school diploma or equivalent, experience in telecommunications installations and maintenance, basic keyboard and software skills. You'll complete, and you must complete, a pole climbing certification. So you don't have to have it when you come, because there is training. We do train you when you come to us. You have to have the ability to work independently, the ability to work outdoors in adverse weather conditions and in insulated or confined spaces. We do require that you have a valid driver's license and a satisfactory driving record. A CDL is preferred. You must be available for flexible scheduling, holidays, after hours, and call-outs. There's more information on our website also on these jobs. Next slide, please. Now, why work for us? Let me tell you, we have some of the greatest assets, and that would be you. Nothing is more important to our success than the team that built it. Frontier Communications offers an exceptional array of career advantages, including highly competitive pay and comprehensive benefits to enhance every aspect of your life. The positions that I'm hiring for are union positions. Pay is competitive. Okay, we have health benefits, medical, dental, vision plans, and more. Lifestyle, your 401k match of 50% by the company on 6% of eligible compensation. We have a FSA, flexible spending accounts, and you get a credit toward your annual physical. And the good thing also, your benefits coverage for your children are up to age 26. On the financial side of benefits, 20 PTO days plus 9 holidays. Of course, like I said, my job's a union, so the union PTO is subject to bargaining agreements. We have benefits for same-sex spouse and domestic partner coverage, computer accounts, EAP, which is employee assistance programs, home and auto insurance discounts. And I can personally tell you, I didn't realize we had that, and I got covered the last quarter through the company with the home and auto insurance. So yes, we have it, and it's real. Legal assistance, tobacco cessation plan, and support. And we're considered one of the best company work-life balances. We have that I can't talk this morning, I'm talking so fast, in 2020, so excuse me. Next slide, please. So next, how to apply to become one of our greatest assets. You'll go to frontier-careers.com, click search jobs, filter your location to Minnesota, view the jobs and apply. Again, it's frontier-careers.com. And if you need to speak with me personally, you can also contact me via email or phone. Next slide, please. And there's the information you have from me. I'm Deborah Williams, the recruiting specialist, deborah.williams@ftr.com. And if you need to speak with me via phone, the number is 469-226-3536. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, Liz.
Yeah, one or two questions.
Okay.
Related to location. I know you have a couple of different locations that you hire for in Minnesota. What are those? But then are any of these positions remote that people could work from home right now?
My positions, no, because my sales and service technicians are the guys who are coming to your home or your business to install your internet, to do your Wi-Fi, all that information. These are not at home. You're face-to-face with the customer. So I have right now openings in Ely, Blooming Prairie, Mountain Lake, and Floodwood. Now there are other locations for the other job categories that are on the career site. I guess I am just so focused on my union jobs and those locations that I'm trying to fill, because there are definitely jobs there. And I think I also have an opening in Cromwell. And,
Great.
And International Falls. Yeah, that just popped up on me. International Falls just came up. So
fantastic.
I have some openings there, you know, and any questions, they are free to contact me via email for anything. I will definitely, if I can find a way to answer the question, I will have a hiring manager contact you, because they always love to speak with our potential candidates.
So does a job seeker have to be part of the union before being interviewed, or
No.
once they get the job, can they join the interview?
No. You do not become a part of the union until you are hired. If you want to be, that's an option. You're not made to be in the union, okay? These jobs are union jobs, actually, and the salaries are better union-wise. Union jobs, most of the time, every 6 months, there is an increase, okay? Right. So you do not have to be in a union at all. I hire the very young on up, okay? That's not necessary at all. You come in with a desire to work, a desire to learn, we can put you in. And like I said, we do have training.
Right. Yeah, that's good to know.
Yes. If you don't have the experience, let's just say you're missing one or two things, no problem. You have the desire to learn and to have that job, we're going to make it happen for you. Sure.
Anything else that you would like to add to this right now?
Just that get online and hire and apply. Because definitely I am sitting here waiting, ready to interview, pre-screen, whatever, to get you into a good job with Frontier.
That's great. And, you know, Deborah, why don't you go ahead and type in your email address if you can access the Q&A area. Go ahead and type that in, you know, and people can contact you, or folks, you can just grab her email address off the screen if you're viewing it and start a conversation.
Okay, most definitely will do that.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's move ahead. I have on the call today Kendia Murchison with Lyman Companies.
Hi, thanks for inviting me.
Hi, Kendia.
All right, so as mentioned, my name is Kendi. Lyman Companies. Lyman has been in Minnesota since 1897, so well over 100 years now. We've got 8 different locations throughout Minnesota and Wisconsin, but we are also part of the holdings company, USLBM, and USLBM has over 250 operating companies throughout the US. So there are definitely lots of opportunities for growth and development within the company, within each individual locations, but also within Lyman Companies as a whole or USLBM. So you can move to the next slide. I will be talking about just a few of our locations today, not all 8 of them, starting with our location in St. Louis Park. We are currently hiring for 3rd shift production. So at this location, we pre-finish and distribute roofing and siding materials. That's one of the things I forgot to mention is all of our locations work with building materials. So roofing and siding materials here. 3rd shift is full-time Sunday through Thursday from 10 p.m. until 6:30 a.m. And that position starts at $18.50 an hour. This is somewhat entry level. We would do the training for this position. We would also get you started for forklifting. That will help to get the product in their storage area after it's been pre-finished. We're also hiring for an inside sales representative right now. It's very customer service oriented. So if you've got a great customer service background, this would be a really good position for you. Well, we're also looking for commercial drivers, and yes, that's probably our biggest focus right now, our CDLA drivers. You can move to the next slide. And the next location is in Chanhassen, Minnesota. This is our cabinetry and millwork division. So we are looking for assemblers and driver helpers at this location. These are all entry-level positions, so you do not need any prior experience. With the driver helper, that starts at $16.20 an hour. Typically, your shift will start around 6 a.m. You are helping loading the truck for the driver. You're helping with navigating for deliveries. We deliver to new construction residential sites. And then also we have the first shift assembler, starts around 6 a.m. as well. And the starting pay there is $17.25 an hour. Next slide, please. Our next location is going to be also in Chanhassen. It's kind of right next door to ABC Millwork, but this is our lumber yard. So you're going to be outdoors all day, moving different sizes of lumber around, getting deliveries ready for the drivers. We're looking for just a general yard laborer right now. That starts at $15.70 an hour. We are also looking for first and second shift forklift drivers. There's a shift differential in pay. It's about $1.25 difference if you want to be on second shift, which I know the second shift and third shift works out really well if you're doing distance learning with your kids or something. So something to consider there. And we're also looking for Class A drivers at this location as well. Next slide, please. And the last location I'll talk about is our, this is carpentry contractors. So this is for entry-level carpenters. If you've wanted to learn how to do carpentry, you wanted to get into that industry, but no previous experience, this is a great way to get started. Montrose is the actual physical location, but we're looking for carpenters in the metro. So you won't be working in Montrose. We typically try to get you on a crew that's working on a job site closest to your home. But if you do live close to Montrose, we're also hiring assemblers at that location. So we pre-finish walls and floors at that location. So if you're interested in that, both positions start somewhere around $16 to $18 an hour. And the next slide just talks about the benefits that we offer to all of our full-time employees. 401k, medical, dental, vision, paid time off, and employee discounts. And then the next slide just has my contact information if you're interested in learning about any of the positions I discussed, or if you're interested in seeing what all the other locations have to offer, you can just go to lymancompanies.com. It will list openings at all 8 locations. Feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email if you want some more information about any of them. All right, that's it for me.
Thanks, Kendia. What is the pay rate for the inside sales rep? And is that a remote position right now?
It is not a remote position right now. So you would be on site, and it's between $22 to $25 an hour.
Okay. Okay. Is there is it a base rate, or is there I can't even think of what a commission on it?
It does have an opportunity for a small commission, but that's the base rate, and I believe the commission gets paid out at the end of the year.
Sure. Okay. About your general labor positions or your entry level, are any of them part-time? Do they have the option for part-time? How flexible have you been with that?
So right now they are all full-time. At the lumber yard in Chanhassen, the general labor position potentially could be part-time. But right now it's full-time, but I think they are considering moving it to part-time.
So it's always worth applying and then negotiating as you go along with the process, huh?
It's true, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm fascinated that Lyman has been around for 100 years or more. I had no idea.
Very long time, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And thank you too for talking about some of the qualities that go into carpentry. How do you work with training? How do you talked about the one site in Montrose, good for someone just wanting to go into carpentry. How do you mix that with on the job training and working?
Sure. So Montrose, since that's our base, we do require that your first 3 days is spent there doing training. So regardless of if you have a background in carpentry or not, those 3 days are just required because we want to make sure that you're doing it per our standard. Once that 3-day training is done, if you're hired, say, as a window installer, we also have framers and different parts of construction. But once you've completed those first 3 days, you'll never need to be in that location in Montrose again, unless, of course, you're an assembler on site. But just for the beginning carpenters, we go through the training there, then we put you on a crew, and then the on-the-job training starts that way. We do also send a trainer out to the job sites for the new hires, so it doesn't stop at the 3 days. the training continues on site. If the foreman thinks that there's something that you really need to focus on as far as training goes, he'll have the trainer come out and work with you directly.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. Yeah, from all of the future of work articles that I read, you know, what to expect in the years to come, all of us are going to need to train continuously every 5 years. Things will be refreshing. So I'm always glad to hear that you, Lyman companies, have a system for that.
Definitely, definitely.
There we go. Thank you so much for being on the call today. We're going to keep moving ahead. I was going to slide because I was looking at the picture of a snowplow on the ice, but we're moving into a conversation with Minnesota Department of Transportation with Ashley Sherrick. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Liz. Thank you for having me. So I'm going to talk a little bit today about the Department of Transportation, different career opportunities that we have. If you want to go to the next slide. So about MnDOT, at the Department of Transportation, we strive to employ candidates of all backgrounds and skill levels. So our opportunities range from entry level to managerial. One great thing about MnDOT is that they offer a wide variety of training opportunities for employees, and we're committed to giving our employees all the tools and resources they need to grow and advance in their careers. We also recognize the benefit of cultivating a diverse pool of employees, as well as an inclusive culture and workplace that builds on the strengths of all of our employees. So at MnDOT, you're surrounded by a diverse community of employees that are each driven by their work. You'll understand the impact of your work, and you'll also be able to see the benefit that you are providing to the citizens of Minnesota. State of Minnesota also offers excellent employee benefits, such as low-cost health and dental insurance and affordable dependent coverage. A variety of other benefits include paid holidays, paid vacation and sick time, defined pension plan, paid life insurance, short and long-term disability options. We offer paid parental leave, vision insurance, and a lot more, such as opportunities for flexible work schedules and teleworking. So at MnDOT, a lot of people think of us as engineering or driving snowplows, but we offer a wide range of career opportunities. Listed are just a few: administrative support, accounting, construction, project management, planning, research, and analysis. So a lot of different opportunities that people might not typically think of for MnDOT. You could go to the next one, Liz, please.
Do you want the careers with MnDOT or the one after that?
The resume writing tips one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So one of the biggest things that we get asked by applicants is, you know, they're applying to a lot of different jobs, wondering what they can do to make their resume better for their application. So I just have a few tips for that. First is just to make sure you proofread your resume for quality, content, and typos. With your work experience, one big thing is to make sure that you list the month and years of your employment for each employer or job so we can clearly see if you meet the qualifications. Also make sure that you describe your work responsibilities in detail and also include any relevant temporary or volunteer work that might apply to the position that you are applying to. You'll want to list any degrees or certificates that you have earned. And also, if relevant to the position, list any training courses that you've completed. If the position requires a license or certificate, make sure that that's clearly stated on your resume. And then highlight any additional skills and abilities that may pertain to the position. So the biggest thing I like to remind people is that you can customize a resume for each job that you apply to. So you'll want to make sure that you have different resumes for each position that show how you clearly meet the qualifications for that position. And on each job posting that we have, you'll see a section for minimum qualifications. In order to be considered for that position, you do have to meet all of the minimum qualifications for the position. So just make sure that you can clearly see on your resume how you meet each of those qualifications. All of our jobs at the Department of Transportation are located on the State of Minnesota Careers website. So you can visit that at mn.gov/careers. You can search for jobs based on job family or type of work. You can also filter it to just show jobs for each different department, as well as you can create job search agents that will search for positions with the area you are looking for. There is a job line that you can call if you have help, as well as an email for the State of Minnesota Careers website. If you want to contact us, you can send us your resume at jobs.dot@state.mn.us. You can also reach out directly to me or my other recruiter, Lena Garcia, and we're happy to review resumes for you, give you tips. We can send you lots of helpful information on resume writing, virtual interviewing, and help you with your job search to see if we can find you positions that fit your skills and abilities and your interests. All of our openings are also listed on the MnDOT careers page you see there, but you can go ahead and just contact me as well, and I can work with you on talking about what we have open. We currently have about 13 positions open. They range from student worker positions to engineering positions, planning. So we have kind of a wide variety of positions open at any given time.
And what are some of the locations that DOT is hiring for? Where are the locations that you're hiring?
Sure. So we have positions open all around right now. We don't have a whole lot in the metro, a few openings in Duluth, Wilmer. So we're located all over the state and at any given time have opportunities open in most areas of the state.
When a person applies, how quickly should they expect to hear back? One job seeker says that they applied about a month ago and have not gotten a response. And they ask, how would I go about talking with someone in reference to the position that they applied for?
Sure. So how soon you hear back can really vary. A lot of times they're not going to start reviewing resumes until the position closes. So if the position is posted for some of our positions are posted up to 21 days, then typically the staffing reps aren't going to review and start sending information to the candidates until the position's closed and they've had a chance to review the resumes. So it really is going to vary by job. If people want to know their status, my suggestion is each job announcement should, towards the bottom, have some contact information with the staffing rep's name. And you can go ahead and reach out to them to know the status of the position. You can also feel free to reach out to me. I can see some stuff about the positions, but the staffing rep is going to know for sure where the process is at for each position.
Good, thank you. And then someone else, talks about how some of the jobs within the state, like Department of Health and Department of Human Services right now, are filled by contract or by a staffing agency. How does the Department of Transportation work? Do you have any contract positions or is it all direct hire?
So it's a combination. Most of our positions are going to be direct hire, but we do, for some of the roadway projects, hire through contractors. But most of the positions directly working for the Department of Transportation are going to be filled by us, not through a contractor.
Okay. And then does a person have to be a U.S. citizen to apply to a state of Minnesota position, or if they have, if they are a resident citizen, they're able to work here, can they apply?
As far as the Department of Transportation, they'd have to have valid U.S. work authorization. Most of the positions for the state, you're going to have that. Like at the Department of Transportation, we don't sponsor any positions or visas, but some other state agencies might, depending on the position.
But if they already have work authorization, like a green card, so to speak, you don't have to be a U.S. Okay.
Yep, as long as they have valid U.S. work authorization, that would be required.
Okay. Good. No other questions right now. Thank you for all of this information. And, you know, people can reach out directly to Ashley. She has her email address on the slide here. If they want to talk to you more.
Yep, I'd be happy to work with them.
Thank you. Do you want to add anything else?
I think that's all I have. Thanks for letting me join.
Great. Thank you. Last but not least, I want to welcome Bobby Hammonds of Schwieters Companies. Bobby, thank you for waiting all this time.
No worry, Liz. Thank you for having me. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. So I am the recruiter for Schwieters Company, and what we specialize is all interior carpentry. So that's anything from base molding to door trim to window trim, crown molding, vanities, cabinetry, basically everything in the house trim-wise except for floors and stairs. We'll do the side skirts on the stairs, and we'll also do the railings, but not the actual stairs. We specialize in only new construction, so we're not doing any remodels or demo work. We're going to be in the new residential, so brand new associations, and then for the commercial side, we are going to be in the apartment buildings, hotels, and then also senior living facilities. Started about 38 years ago. There is another company called JL Schwieters. It's a little confusing. We share the same construction park. Our corporate office is split in two. JL Schwieters is actually going to specialize in the framing, and then Schwieters Company is going to specialize in the interior finishing. So same family, different brothers, different companies. Right now, what we're looking for is finished carpenters, and those wages are going to start anywhere between $17 to $30 an hour, depending on what level you come in at with your expertise and skills. We do hire entry level, so if someone's looking to get into finished carpentry or kind of get into the carpentry field, we do have training in our mentor-mentee program that we do for all entry level positions. Our work week is Monday through Friday, typically 6 a.m. to 2:30. Sometimes there's going to be noise ordinances at some associations that restrict us to start till about 7, but typically we're 6 to 2:30. And then anytime that we're working past 40 hours, typically it's going to be our 6 a.m. to 4:30. Right now, our finished carpenters are averaging anywhere between 42 and 47 hours per week. And then Saturday work, if we do have any, is all voluntary based. So we send out meeting request on Friday to see if anybody would like to volunteer for extra hours on Saturday. Liz, you can go to the next slide. So a couple things that I want to highlight about our benefits. So number one is going to be our supplied company power tools. So our brand is DeWalt. We supply all those tools to our finished carpenters. What you're required to have is basically a tool belt and whatever hand tools that you would like. One of our top benefits is that our medical and dental insurance premiums are paid for by the company, so there's no expenses coming out of your paycheck for medical and dental insurance. And once you meet your out-of-pocket deductible, it's completely 100% covered by our company. We do pair that with an HSA or a health savings account so that you can put in to an account tax-free money to offset that deductible throughout the year. We do issue a gas card that's usually at the 6-month to 1-year mark, just to give you extra income for driving to the different job sites. Our jobs are typically based between the 694, 494 loop right now, with some outlining locations like Woodbury and Lino Lakes that we're currently working in. Typically, we like to keep you within 30 miles or 30 minutes of your home when we're doing the schedule for the week as well. So our training and mentor program. So like I said before, we do take in entry level or people coming right out of a school, trade school. And basically what we do is we monitor you for about a year, and we pair you with one of our expertise foremen of the job. So it's a program that I run. I reach out to you every 30 days to see how everything's going. And then we also do an evaluation of kind of how you're doing with the company and how your skills are getting better every day. With that, we do a annual review for all of our employees, but we really do reviews based on your performance. So I've seen some employees get reviewed about 4 or 5 times with pay increase, and it all depends on showing up to work, being a great employee, and trying to learn the Schwieters way of doing things. So on the left-hand side, you'll see a picture of our training facility. Basically, for all of our positions, not only our finished carpenters, but we do a tryout. So once you apply, we do an interview, an in-person interview with you, and then we also have a tryout. So this is typically a 4-hour tryout. And what we do is we have you come on site, either on a job site if you're kind of in the mid-range to expertise level. Otherwise, if you're kind of new to the trade or you're entry level, we bring you into our training facility. And we just show you kind of the way that we do things, kind of show us how you've done things, and it gives you a better understanding for the job, and then also gives us a better understanding of kind of where your expertise is. And then this is a paid tryout, so no matter if you get the job or not, you will get compensated for your time. And then, oh, sorry, I paused. My apologies. So with that mentor-mentee training program, so every time I reach out to you, obviously the foreman on the job that you'll be working with kind of gives the green light to let you work on your own or go to a different job site than they are. But typically you're paired with them until they feel like you've got an understanding of everything. And then with our finished carpentry program too, we do have different levels. So once you show certain skills in one level, we'll move you on to a different level, which basically will include entry level is going to be your base trim, your door trim, your window trim. Then we'll move into vanities and cabinets, and then we kind of move on to custom rails. And then from there, you're kind of the expertise on every different area that we work with. And then also we'll put you in a foreman in training role as well. So my contact information, you can definitely reach out to me directly with my email, or if you have any questions, you can definitely give me a call. I can receive phone calls or text messages. And then obviously our website, schwieterscompany.com, has all of our positions posted on there. So with our current positions, we are looking to add our finished carpentry team. These are all going to be additions to our team. We really like to hire to retire here with Schwieters. And so with that, we have a addition to our team as we've seen a 20% increase in our business over the past year, and looking to grow into next year too. So our company is about 150 employees strong, and about half of those are going to be our finished carpenters. So they're our main employee base of our business.
Thank you, Bobby. Couple questions. Does Schwieters have any positions available for people who've been to prison? So that may have a background check issue.
Yeah, we are open to that.
Okay.
And it could be
so
for our position. So we have our mill workshop, which we have first, second, and third shift. And then we also have our finished carpentry. We have labor positions. And then we also have delivery driver positions, non-CDL.
Okay. And then can you talk a little bit about your diversity and inclusion at Schwieters? We have a question about, do you hire females? But that could be a whole bunch of things. Do you hire, tell me about welcoming atmosphere at Schwieters.
Yeah, we're open to basically anything. Right now, I believe we have 3 or 4 females in our millwork department. We don't have any currently on our finished carpentry staff, but we do open the opportunity to anybody to apply.
And then you mentioned about hiring people straight out of a trade school or a finishing school. Do you have partnerships with any of the schools or already? Is there something that you recommend? You know, if someone wants to get into this field and they don't have experience, should they go to school first or should they talk to you? And how do you want to handle that?
Yeah, so our corporate office is located in Hugo, Minnesota, so just north of the Twin Cities. We've partnered heavily with Forest Lake High School and White Bear Lake High School as they have work programs set in place, and we also are a part of all the different trade schools within the metro area, along with the surrounding states as well. And we encourage kind of anybody to apply. So if you're looking to get into carpentry, or you have done it on the side, or just kind of feel like that's something that you want to pursue, we definitely highly encourage you to apply to our positions and just kind of check it out and go from there. But yeah, for like our high school program, we had a spotlight. We had a student last year. He graduated 2020. He worked with us over the summer in our mill workshop just to kind of get an idea of the materials that we use, the inventory, the systems, all that stuff. Was really liking it a lot, and then ended up going into finished carpentry with no school experience or any prior experience, just with working with us over the summer. So
good. Yeah, so it can be done.
Right. Yep.
Do you have any idea whether like the administrative office has any opening positions? Do they post those also on your site?
Yes. So right now we're looking for an estimator. We do not have any admin assistant positions open right now, but we are looking for a commercial hardware estimator and then also a general estimator as well for our office.
Okay. So anyone on the call today, if they have any questions, they can stay in touch with you. They can look at the careers website and get their questions answered. Anything else you want to add, Bobby?
No, just looking forward to next year. We are non-union, so we are a private family-owned company. And just with the growing of our business during these times is just one thing that we're really, really happy with. So
great. Thank you for being on the call today. And
thanks.
Thank you to all of the companies, Avient, Frontier Communications, Lyman Companies, and Minnesota Department of Transportation and Schwieters. So many other jobs available. So it's always great to hear about everything. I want to, ask all the people on the call, if you haven't already signed in on the attendance form. I mentioned it at the top of the hour. It's in the Q&A area. You don't have to do it twice, just do it once so I know you were here. Want to point out a couple of things coming up since we have a few minutes here. This 17th, just a couple of days from now, the Dakota Scott County Career Force Locations is holding a virtual career fair. I think they're using the Premier virtual software, so it's a little bit different login. But go to the events page and register, and they'll send you the login information for that. Also, bookmark this other URL at the bottom of the page here. Attend Career Fair Networking event. That's where our schedule of all events around the state of Minnesota take place. They're posted. These are companies, if they're having a recruiting day or job clubs around the state, information sessions from companies, they're put on this. So it's a good page to bookmark on your computer. Also, I realize that we're coming up to a kind of a holiday period. The next couple of weeks, this is the last virtual career fair for the 2020 season. So during the next couple of weeks, be sure to really use minnesotaworks.net. enter in your zip code. You can choose either telecommute or your zip code or statewide. Try out different keywords that fit whatever you're looking for, whether it's carpentry or trades or administrative or human resources, whatever kind of position that you're looking for. Different keywords can really make a difference, and really use that. I know that companies continue to call into our Minnesota Works Help Desk and post new positions on a weekly basis. So this is your best bet for over the next couple of weeks. Also, keep going back to careerforcemn.com. I just included a few screenshots of all of the different things, lack of a better word, things available on the CareerForce MN homepage, whether it's browsing all of the events or the blog, or the link to the virtual and interactive services, or the Explore Careers, where you can really delve into what are some of the issues in a particular job or an industry that that data that might be useful to know. The upcoming events you can access, or more of a guided, how can CareerForce help you? Click on one of those boxes and it can get you into the right into the right area to get your questions answered. And as usual, you can contact me via email, liz.jennings@state.mn.us, and we can get your questions answered. I can help connect you to a CareerForce location nearest to you, or anything else that you might have a question on. Just remember, we have all of our 2020 virtual career fair conversations from here in St. Cloud and Winona on the YouTube channel, on CareerForce MN's virtual career fair playlist on YouTube. So that's a huge resource of information from the past 9 months since mid-April. So glad to have you all on these calls week after week. Best of luck. Please let us know how CareerForce can help your job search. One question came through: when is the next Monday morning job fair? At this point, we don't have one scheduled until 2021. So just watch the virtual interactive career fair, and I'll be talking a little bit more about exploring careers and kind of delving a little bit more in 2021 about kind of the background, what's all of the information that a person needs to know in all of the different careers. So reach out to me with more questions. Take care and have a great day.
Thank you, Liz, for everything.